happy, collected, ready to slaughter this man.
Has he gone too far on Twitter? Has it affected you in any way?
I think he has gone too far, yeah. It's not affected me, no, because when I entered this fight, I knew Dillon was a scumbag.
Now, the fight that we have all been anticipating may or may not be happening because now there is a lawsuit against Dillon Danis, or at least there was a lawsuit against Dillon Danis. I'm not 100% sure, but we will go through this because there's some information that I think you guys need to know. There's an article on TMZ, and we're going to break it down piece by piece. And so let's go ahead and look into this situation and see exactly what's going on. So Logan Paul's fiancée, Nina, went into court Wednesday to file these documents obtained by TMZ. Of course, TMZ is going to get the dirt. We know exactly how they like to get things done. But she claimed that Dillon Danis posted despicable things about her more than 250 times. Now, that's a lot of times. I did not keep record, but that's probably accurate because he posted a lot of photos. But anyways, he's posted 250 times since this fight with Paul was announced earlier this summer. In her suit, she says that she suffered humiliation, emotional distress, and reputational harm, alleging that one of the posts that Danis made on August the 11th in particular violated federal and state law. So it could be a situation where Dillon Danis, I don't want to say will serve some jail time behind this, but he could potentially see some type of repercussions. This article is very interesting because it also gives us an insight to how he may have gotten his hands on some of these photos. Now, if this part is true, they're going to get them. But if it's not true, if these are some photos that are floating around the internet already, you just repost them, I don't necessarily think you could get in trouble for that. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but what I will say is as we continue to read, we will continue to see there's more to the story. She says as part of a post, Danis threw up a sexual explicit image of her that was taken from a romantic encounter she had with a person more than 10 years ago. I'm not sure exactly what photo that is. There were so many, I cannot keep up. But then she also states that, or it also states that Dillon posted the photo entirely uncensored on his Twitter account without her consent. And then she also wrote in the suit later that day that Danis reposted the explicit photo in order to maximize the number of views it will receive. Of course he did. He was trying to get as much attention on Logan Paul and your relationship as possible, and he would have done anything at that time in order to make sure that he succeeded. And it goes on to say that the only reason that Danis deleted the post was because she threatened to get the fight canceled, basically. And then as we scroll down and read a little bit more, now this is where everything starts to take a turn. She claimed in his suit that the vid had been stored deep in her Snapchat archive, suggesting that Danis had her hacked or somebody hacked her and gave the information to Danis to use. She's asking for an unspecified amount in damages in the suit, but wants no less than $150K per violation of the federal law prohibiting the sharing of intimate images. So depending on how many of the images were intimate that they determined on his Twitter or his X account, she wants about $150K per post. And so it's looking like Dillon Danis may end up being a broke man after this situation is complete. He's also looking for a judge to bar Danis from posting sexual explicit images of her going forward because he continues to threaten to post more photos of her that she really doesn't want anybody else to see. Now there's two things to talk about. One, Dillon Danis says that he's not going to stop his Twitter rampage at any other time, F the system, and he's not worried about that right now. And two, the fight. The lawsuit does not mention anything about the fight being canceled, but I do want to make this known. We know that she will be at the fight, and how can she be at the fight and he be at the fight if you have a restraining order on somebody? Because that would probably include that person who filed that restraining order's family as well. So that sounds like that's something they're going to have to work out before that fight actually starts up. Unless she pulls some Creed's mom type shit and stays at home and watch the fight on the couch with her hands crossed up and hoping that Logan actually gets to win. We will see how this situation unfolds, but let me know what you guys think. Are you surprised? I'm not about this situation. Let me know down below in the comment section. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.